Okay, we're recording. So thanks for hopping on tonight, guys. We are going to talk about the art of conversation. I know as a coach, sometimes it can be intimidating to think about how, like, what to say, how to say it, how to guide the conversation. So we're going to go through all those tips today because that is something that just gets easier with practice, honestly. But I always liked to bounce ideas off of people when I first started sending invites and messages. And I think that this call will really help you guys to kind of get some of those ideas and help the conversation to flow naturally. So the first thing I want to talk about before we even talk about what to say is active listening skills. So active listening is a super important thing as a coach and as you're talking to your prospects. Active listening is going to allow your prospective customers / coaches to be an active participant in this process. And I know this is really hard to do, and I know it almost sounds backwards, but to do this, we have to let go of the end result. Okay, like we know we want them to join us. We know this has been like this amazing life-changing thing for us. But as we're talking to them, we really do just have to let go of what the outcome is at the end and focus on them as a person. This is all about them and how we can help serve them. Okay, so that kind of sounds backwards, but that's how I want you guys to go into this with open ears. We're not answering questions they haven't asked. Yes, we're asking them the question, do they want to join us? But then we're listening to what they're saying to us and addressing that. So we'll kind of get into some more active listening skills as we talk through this. But that leads me right into the first part of the art of conversation, and that is the invite, right? So as coaches, the one of the ways that we get people to join us, one of the ways that we show people what an amazing opportunity this is we simply invite them along with us. So I know Tabitha posted yesterday in the group some great examples of call to action posts, which is kind of like an invite there in and of itself. But then as you respond to the people who liked and commented on that, you're going to ask them the direct question, like, do you want to join me? So I'll give you a few examples of my invites. A lot of times I'm inviting off of a story, a post, so somebody that's liked or commented on it, somebody that's been watching my stories, that's what I'm inviting off of. So I'm saying to them, like, hey there, thank you so much for the support on my transformation post the other day. I really, really appreciate it. Hey, by the way, we just started the fall session for our fitness accountability group, and I wondered if you would want to join us, ? We do some amazing at-home fitness programs, and I am always looking for another positive woman to join me. What do you think? ? Simple, short, to the point. I usually try to keep my invites pretty short and sweet. I used to make them a little bit longer, and it was fine. Like, I still had people responding. What I found through the years of coaching is that the shorter and the more to the point they are, the better response I get. So those are how most of my invites look. I will reach out and thank them for watching my stories or commenting on my post or liking my post. And then I'll simply ask them, hey, do you want to join me? I just started doing this amazing new fitness program. It's the workouts are 20 to 30 minutes. It's been so great to fit into my busy schedule. Would you want to jump in with me? You know, sometimes I invite them to a specific fitness program. Basically, I invite them to whatever's going on. So if we are starting our new challenge group, that's what I'm probably inviting them to. I'll call it a fitness group, a wellness group, you know, whatever I'm feeling. And sometimes whatever I feel like that person maybe needs to hear. Sometimes if it's somebody that I don't know a whole lot about, I'll maybe just call it a wellness group. You can't go wrong, you guys, really, you can't. So you're basically just reaching out to them and asking them if they would want to jump in with you, if they would want to join you, and then leaving it at that. So then when you get the response, yes, they're interested, or they're not sure, tell me a little bit more about it. Or if you straight up said, hey, would you like some more info at the end of your invite? And they said, yeah, sure, send me some more info. This is when you're going to explain the group and the programs. So you're going to simply and briefly explain what it is we do. So it sounds something like this. And in fact, I have a little paragraph typed out that I keep in my notes. It's a short little paragraph. It says, awesome, I'm so excited to share a little bit more with you. So the fitness group is focused on these at-home workout programs that I share about on here. We have all different kinds of fitness programs. We have cardio, we have weights, we have dance-centered programs. We even have like mixed martial arts, like girl, there's anything you could think of. And that we access them through our online fitness library. It has been like the best thing for me to be able to take these workouts with me wherever I go. And our group is just full of these amazing and encouraging women. We focus on healthy nutrition. It's sustainable. It's real life. Like I say that a lot. I'm like real life, like clean eating in real life, LOL, because people are like, ugh, you know, but if you make a joke about it, like, hey, stuff you really are going to want to eat, you know, I say that too, like clean eating in real life, stuff you want to eat, LOL, you know, you just kind of identify with them like that. But that's how I share about that when they say, yeah, I'm interested, or yeah, tell me a little bit more. I keep it brief and I keep it simple. Exactly the words I just said. You know, we use our online fitness program. We have access to the nutrition and the workout programs. It's really great. You can access them basically anywhere you get internet. So I have a little paragraph typed out that I copy and paste to people. If I cannot send them a voice clip, I will tell you, I go straight to voice clips as soon as possible. I think it's more personable. I think they get to hear the excitement in your voice. And yes, it's a little scary. It can be a little scary when you first start sending voice clips. But again, this is something that just gets easier the more you do it. And it becomes more natural the more you do it. And if they hear your kid crying in the background or whatever, I just acknowledge it. Like, wow, I'm so sorry. I'm locking myself in my bedroom for a second because it's crazy out there. You know, people get it that you have kids and that you have a life and that it's crazy and whatever. So I go to voice clips as soon as I can. And I explain it just that simply, as I just did with you. But you can go into a little more detail in voice clips, in that you aren't typing out like 3 big long paragraphs, you're simply saying it to them so you can say all those things a little bit quicker. So my voice clips are gonna give them a little bit more info. Like, I'm gonna talk maybe a little bit, I'm gonna throw in there a little bit about the program I'm doing. Like right now I'm doing Morning Meltdown 100. Well, when my back lets me, I'm gonna go back to doing Morning Meltdown 100. So like right in the middle of that part where I say, hey, like it's so exciting. We have all different sorts of programs. I just started this program called the Morning Meltdown. It's amazing. I can talk. The workouts are 20 to 30 minutes and it's been like so great to fit it into my day. And there's so much variety just within this one program that I've really, really enjoyed it. So you can throw that kind of stuff into voice clips. And just send them 1 to 3, you know, because, you know, if you do it on Facebook Messenger or Instagram, you only get 60 seconds, right? So you're just sending them 2 to 3 60-second voice clips, and you're explaining how there's all these different types of fitness programs to choose from. I also throw in there on the voice clips, we also have amazing nutrition programs. So basically you're looking at your activity level and you're looking at how many servings of each food group you should eat every day to be successful. We want to make sure you're eating enough and that you're fueling your body with amazing food so that you can hit the goals you want to hit. And sometimes I'll say that will lead me into asking them about their goals. By the way, what would your goals be for the group? I would love to know so I can serve you better. What would your goals be? So you're always leaving the back and forth with an open-ended question for them to answer, because we really want more information about them. So that first initial response to them saying, yes, I'm interested, is just giving them a brief rundown of the amazing fitness programs that we use that are so accessible, the sustainable nutrition programs that we do that don't cut any food groups, and we just focus on clean eating in real life. And we're asking them then at the end, like, how does that sound? Does that sound like something you'd be interested in? Or if you, or does that sound like something that would serve you well? Those are the open-ended questions I ask at the end. If I do feel led to ask them already about their goals, then I will say, like, what would your goals be for the group? I'd love to serve you better. Like, if you could tell me what your goals would be, I'd be happy to give you some recommendations, you know, whatever it might be. So that's what you're going to do with your response. Now, no or not right now. That basically just gives you another opportunity to say, okay, well, thank you so much. Like, I appreciate you getting back to me. Could I check back in with you next month? Maybe that would be a better time for you? Question mark. You're asking them if you can check back in with them. If they say yes, then you're getting your tracker out, right? Like, you're getting your tracker or your calendar and you're saying, okay, Stacy Jones said to check back in with her in December. So you write Stacy Jones down on December 1st, re-invite Stacy Jones to challenge group. Okay, so that's what you're gonna do. Unless someone gives you a clear buzz off, like, don't talk to me again, then you guys, no's are just not right nows. I cannot tell you how many times I have, sorry, I'm at my friend's, like I said, I'm at my friend's house and I hear things and I'm like, I don't know who that is. So I cannot tell you how many times that I have had someone tell me no, and I re-invite them later and they're like, yep, I'm ready. I'm so glad you reached back out. Thank you for never giving up on me. I hear that a lot too. Thanks for always including me. Like, people are grateful that we keep them on our radar. So if it's a no, that means not right now, unless they very clearly tell you, please don't contact me again. Then of course that's a totally different story. Then we're not going to contact them again because we know how to listen, right? We're using our active listening skills. So, the no's really, and that's why we tell you, you know, this is about them and what we can do to serve them. So we really have to let go of that end result, because you guys, we can be successful no matter what. Like, I get so many no's. It's ridiculous and it's okay. I don't, you know, I know it's frustrating. I'm not making it a small thing, because I know when you're jumping back in, you know, or you're just starting out as a coach, it can be frustrating, but really the no's mean just not right now. So you're going to make sure you keep those people on your radar. So, now if somebody tells you, that sounds great. So you've sent them the message, you've briefly explained the amazingness of our challenge groups and our fitness and nutrition programs, and they're like, that sounds awesome. You're going to, because sometimes you're like, what do I say now? Okay, they want to do this. What do I say now? We're going to still throw it back to them, right? If we haven't asked them their goals yet, number one, we're going to address any questions they have. So if they say, yeah, that sounds great. Like, what do you like to do? Or what do you suggest for a busy schedule or whatever? You're going to address those questions, right? Because you know the answer. And if you don't, then you're going to reach out to your upline, because that's what we're all, or one of us in this group, because that's what we're all here for. But if you've addressed their questions, then you can just say, okay, to serve you best, may I ask you a few questions about what your health and fitness goals would be? And they'll more than likely say yes. They'll spit it out that, like, I want to lose weight. They might not even let you ask questions. They're just going to tell you their goals. I want to lose weight. I want to tone up. I want to get my endurance up, whatever it might be. They're going to share that with you. But then it's our job to figure out what's going to serve them the best. Okay. Now, if they say, yeah, sure, ask away, then I encourage you to look at slide 4 of the Art of Conversation. So I've uploaded a file into this coach group called The Art of Conversation. It's from Lindsay Gray. She's an amazing leader in our team, on our big team from Chicago. And she put together this just really, truly amazing slide presentation about the art of conversation. I would encourage you to go to slide 4. There is a list of 18 different questions you can ask people to get to the bottom of what they're, maybe figuring out what would serve them the best. So what's your current fitness routine? How often do you work out? What do you like to do for your fitness program? What are your nutrition goals? All those things, or do you struggle with nutrition? Those are all great questions to ask people. I've found that most people just, when I say, hey, can I ask what your goals would be? Or can I ask you some questions to see what your goals might be? People will just automatically tell me what their goals are. So then it's our job to figure out what's going to serve them the best. So if they need fitness programs, then obviously we're going to explain to them how amazing Beachbody On Demand is. I always lead with how it's only 27 cents a day. You can get it as low as 27 cents a day. It's an amazing value. We have over 67 fitness programs, over 1,000 workouts. Like, you will not get bored. What do you enjoy doing for your fitness? That throws the question back on them, like, hey, what do you like to do? So then you can go to a third-party tool. A third-party tool is basically a video, a launch page. I don't usually like to use launch pages. I like to use videos. If you go to YouTube and you type in Beachbody On Demand promo, if you type in the word promo after whatever it is you're looking for, 21-day fix, ultimate portion fix, the other name of our nutrition program is escaping me, To Be Mindset, Morning Meltdown 100, whatever it is, if you put the word promo after, it will usually shoot you a video from Beachbody towards the top of your list to choose from. So that's the only thing I will warn you about using YouTube. Make sure you're using a corporate video that says it's from Beachbody and not from another coach. Because a lot of times other coaches will like copy paste, make their own promo, like they'll use the promo video, but then put their link at the end. So we want to make sure we send them back to us because we're taking the time to help them with their goals and work them through this process. So we want to make sure they come right back to us, right? So just make sure you put the word promo at the end and you should get something from Beachbody. So I shoot to the third-party tools pretty quick. When I know that they want to work on their fitness, I'll send them a promo about Beachbody On Demand. If for any reason I've already brought up our superfood shake, that's what I like to call it with people that I don't, because some people are like, Shakeology, what's Shakeology? So I'll refer to it as our superfood shake called Shakeology. If I've already shared about Shakeology with them or they've already asked me about it, I will send them the promo video that has the all access on demand challenge pack and it explains everything. So those videos are amazing. They're a great third-party tool to use. The videos are three-way conversations, are amazing. I can't say enough about them. Your upline is more than happy to be in a three-way Facebook, well, I don't know if you can do it in Instagram, Facebook or text conversation with you. So you're putting everybody in a group, the three of you, your prospect, your coach, and you, and then your coach can kind of take the reins a little bit and ask some questions for you and kind of lead the conversation. I think when you're just starting out, this is a great tool, and I think it even empowers you guys to jump in and share where you feel comfortable, and then it lets you guys see how we handle questions and how we lead the conversation, so then you can do it the next time. So three-way conversations are great. Like I said, brief voice clips or texts, the voice clips are awesome. So again, I really want to encourage you to use your listening ears. So if someone's talking to you about how stressful their life has been, yes, they want to work out because, man, my life has been so stressful. I'll say it because this has happened to me. My husband just lost his job. We have no idea what's going to happen next. It's been crazy. But girl, I have got to get in a routine. You know, okay, yes, they need a fitness routine. We need to talk to them about Beachbody on Demand. Yes, we do. But the most important thing, and what I feel like makes us stand out as a company, is that we care about relationships and they're important to us. So let's focus on the person. You know, we're using those active listening skills and we're saying, okay, yes, I can share on demand with them because it's going to really be the best for them. But they just shared something really personal with me that they're stressed out about or that they're upset about. So I'm going to address that too. So don't forget to like remember what they're saying to you and address those things and relate to them as a real person. Like, I'm so sorry, that has got to be stressful. Or, you know, sometimes you'll find out that people see us, sorry, I thought this was turned on silent. People see us as leaders, especially when we post and we share all the vulnerable things about our lives. People feel led to tell us some of the vulnerable things about their lives. A lot of times I'm the first one to know about a pregnancy, or maybe I'm the first one to know about a miscarriage. People share things with us because they do see us as people that they can trust and that they can identify with. So make sure you're addressing those things with them and listening to them and building that friendship with them and, you know, sharing in their heartache or their frustration. And you don't have to have the answers for them by any means, but just acknowledging it and saying like, oh my gosh, that's terrible. I'm so sorry to hear that. Like, are you doing okay? Are you hanging in there? Because that's some stressful stuff, or whatever it might be. And then you can move on and talk about, you know, whatever, you know, their goals are, or whatever you think would be best for them for their fitness or their wellness. Okay. So I can't stress that enough, guys, to just really listen to the personal stuff and address each person, you know, just as that. You know, they're a person, they're a new friend that you're getting to know. So enjoy that process of really getting to know them. Okay. So I'm staying on track here, I promise. If at this point in the conversation, they're sharing with you their goals or their concerns, and they're talking about needing energy, they're talking about struggling with sugar or junk food cravings, they're talking about needing, like, being sick all the time, they're talking about their gut health, whatever it might be, this gives you a great opportunity to share about our supplements, right? This gives you a great opportunity to share about Shakeology or Daily Sunshine. So how I share that is this. I'm going to talk to you like I talk to people because I send voice clips. I'll say, oh my goodness, I totally understand. Nutrition is the hardest part for me too. I seriously struggle. I could eat a whole chocolate cake a day. And I literally say that to people because I really could. And I'll say what I found helps me is our superfood shake called Shakeology. It's amazing. It's not like anything else out there, any other product out there right now. It's truly been life-changing for me because it helps me a ton with my energy levels. It helps me with my gut health and my immunity. The biggest thing I notice is that it helps me with my sugar cravings. It is my go-to for sugar cravings. So I would love to share a little bit more about this with you. Does that sound like something that would be helpful for you? So that's exactly how I share about Shakeology. I call it a superfood shake. I talk about how it's helped me, so you can talk about however it's helped you. Like, I know Tabitha a lot of times shares about how she's rarely sick since she started using Shakeology. It is huge for my immune system as well, but I have a ton of food sensitivities. So sometimes I'll bring that up. Like, I have a ton of food sensitivities. I am like sensitive and allergic to everything, but this like checks all the boxes and I'm totally fine with it. And it's something that I can use. And it's been so beneficial for me on so many levels. And I go into the other things that I had already mentioned. So that, especially the energy boost, like I think about, I think about the ways that it's really helped me, and then I share that. And that's all you guys can do too. Another big thing is sometimes it helps people stay regular. So, and that's something I talk about Daily Sunshine a lot about, because some people truly do need to be completely gluten-free, completely dairy-free, whatever it might be, because you know that we have vegan Shakeology and we have regular Shakeology. So the regular uses whey protein, the vegan uses pea and oat protein. And some people, like I'm gluten, I'm wheat and dairy and corn sensitive, I can still use Shakeology and I'm fine. Okay, that is awesome, Cecilia. So Cecilia shared that Shakeology kept her out of the hospital during chemo. So if anybody needs to get people convinced, you can tell them. So Cecilia is like giving us permission, like, hey, we can share with them. We have a girl on our team that used Shakeology during chemo, and it really kept her out of the hospital with all those secondary infections. That's awesome, Cecilia. That's great. Like, thank you for letting us share that. So that's something else we can share. But Daily Sunshine's a great option too, because it is, I'm getting my 10-minute warning, because it's a whole serving of fruits and vegetables. It's a whole serving of healthy fats, and it is completely gluten, wheat, and dairy free. So that's another option you can share with people. I like to share with people that the Daily Sunshine keeps my boys in the bathroom regularly with no discomfort or struggling, if you catch my drift. And I usually make a joke about it. And people like that. Like, you're being real and you're joking around about it. So that's the point where I bring those things up as well. If they've already said no to Shakeology or Daily Sunshine, or you feel like they already like really want to get after it and they talk about working out, but man, they don't like being sore, or man, they really struggle with energy getting through your workouts, then maybe you're going to bring up the pre and post workout. Like, we have an amazing pre and post workout, plant-based, non-stimulating. It helped my husband replace his Mountain Dew habit. That's what I say, because it helped my husband replace his Mountain Dew habit. So that's when you're going to bring up the pre and post workout as well. The post workout's amazing for muscle recovery and muscle soreness. And I have people, like I even have a lady who has diverticulitis who Tamara shared a scoop of Recover with, and she unfortunately has trouble digesting protein. So the protein hurt her belly. It doesn't matter. She's tried so many products. She just has this awful diverticulitis, but she's like, oh my gosh, I couldn't believe how much it helped my muscle soreness. So people really do notice a difference immediately with Recover. So don't forget, the pre and post workouts an option too. I really don't understand why my phone's on silent and it keeps dinging. It's confusing me. Anyway, so we've talked to them about all that. We've had great listening ears. We're telling them, we're sharing with them what we think would be the most amazing option for them. So as we come to the close, that's when we're going to explain Beachbody On Demand. That's where we're going to explain the challenge packs. So we've talked to them. We've figured out that Beachbody On Demand is the best, or maybe we figured out that they need a nutrition program with Shakeology, and that's the best. How I share about that is, okay, based on what you're telling me, it sounds like we have a great option for you. So you can access the on-demand workouts like I talked about for as little as 27 cents a day. It's literally that cheap, and it's that awesome. It's got an awesome value. So for our year subscription, it's $99. You can also upgrade to a wellness package and get a 30-day supply of the superfood shakes we talked about for over half off. So for $160, you get access to every single program and all our nutrition information, the amazing challenge group, and me as your coach, and you get a 30-day supply of our superfood shake. Or I'll say, and you get a tub of our pre and our post workout. So that's when you're going to tell them everything they get in the wellness package. You're going to talk about, how they get it for over half off, the supplement for over half off, and you're going to share the price with them. Okay. So that's kind of how you bring it to a close, and you ask them, you're asking them, you share the information. Does that sound like that would be a great option for you? Or does this sound like something that would serve you well? Because again, you're asking them how this is affecting them, how they feel about it, if it's going to help them. You talk through the price simply. You let them know there's other options. This is what I say, like, there's definitely other options out there for sure. This just gives you the most bang for your buck. Or a lot of times I'll say, this gives you the most tools right at your fingertips for the best price. And then you're just going to field any questions that they have. If they ask, okay, great, how much are the shakes without the wellness package? That's when you're going to share with them the cost of Shakeology. You're going to say, okay, actually for a 30-day supply of Shakeology, it's $129, but there's also an option for a discount. Could I share that with you? So you're going to field all those questions, and then that's going to lead you into talking to them about the coaching opportunity. So I have been sharing with people that are interested in a wellness package that they can actually continue to get a discount on all of their supplements and products, and they can even help other people if that's something they want to do. So you just kind of go with what you feel is comfortable. Sometimes you're going to have those people that are really information overloaded and maybe you don't bring it up, and that's okay. But if you feel like they're interested and you feel like this is something that's going to serve them well, then I definitely bring it up and just offer them the option, like, hey, would you want to hear about the discount option? So that's when I share about the 25% off. That's when I share that they can help other people and earn back their investment and pay for their shakes. And we will talk about we'll get more in depth about that as well as we progress through this group. But I will tell you that when I got a little more brave towards the end, when I'm already helping them get their challenge pack, I also help them get the discount too. So that's something that we can talk about. But honestly, I just keep it simple. I very simply say to them, hey, you can earn 25% off of everything after, anything else you purchase from here on out would be 25% off. I do let them know about the membership fee, the coach fee. I say there's actually a $15 membership fee every month, but it's still the best way to get your products at the best price. And that's what people hear, and then of course, if they're military or veteran, that coach fee, that membership fee is waived. So I would also encourage you to look at slides 6 and 7 when it comes to follow-ups, because a lot of times we'll invite people and they either read it and don't respond, or we send them information and they don't respond. So you want to make sure you're following up. I encourage you to look at slides 6 and 7 because Lindsay gives you some great options. Like, hey girl, I know you're busy. I saw that you read my message, but you were probably just crazy busy and didn't have time to respond, but I did not want to leave you out. Did that video look like something you would enjoy? Or when people ghost me and they read my invite and they don't even respond, I always send something that says, hey there, I hope I didn't make you feel uncomfortable at all with the invite to join me. Of course, no pressure, but I'd be so excited to have you. Short, sweet, simple, and you are giving them permission to tell you, nah, no thanks. You're giving them permission to say like, oh crap, I read the message and my kids were this, or my husband was that, or work was this. Like, you're giving people permission to say like, oh gosh, no, you didn't make me feel uncomfortable. I was just super busy. Because we sometimes can read too much into that, because we have gone out on a limb and we've done something that was maybe like scary or exciting, or scary and exciting, and invited them, and then they read it and didn't respond. And sometimes we take that personally and we're like, oh man, what did I say or do? Or did I hurt their feelings, or what happened? When a lot of times it's just that they were busy and that they forgot to get back to us. So I also want to mention real quick, because I literally have a minute. If someone asks you for the price early, so if you like didn't get a chance to explain anything and they're like, well, how much does it cost? I don't ignore that question, but I don't like to answer anything because I really don't know how much it's going to cost unless I chat with them first. So I basically say to them, okay, great. I would be so excited to chat with you about this. But really, I can't answer that exactly until I know a little bit more. What would your goals be? And that's when I ask them about goals, but I'll say to them, generally it's $70 to $160, depending. So that's kind of how I do that. So I think we've gotten through everything, guys. Do not be afraid to ask for help. You are all doing amazing. I am so proud of you guys. Cora, I am super proud of you for signing your first coach tonight. Woo! I'm so proud of you. So if you guys have any questions, drop them in the link below this call because I am going to run out of time. But thank you for jumping on, and I will chat with you guys soon.